Hi, I'm Wayne Allyn Root for Personal Liberty. The debt ceiling debate is upon us again. And once again, you're being fed a line of crap. Obama's full of crap. The media's full of crap. Congress is full of crap. John Boehner and the establishment GOP are full of crap. And the debt ceiling itself is one big load of crap. It's all a big lie. Let me explain in simple terms anyone can understand. Have you ever had a sewage pipe break? If the raw sewage kept pouring out and piling up to your ceiling, would you hire contractors to raise your ceiling? Or would you ask them to correct the problem, to fix the broken pipe and clean the piles of crap out of your home? Raising the ceiling of your home would be incredibly stupid. It would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. It would change the entire construction of your home. Most importantly, it wouldn't solve your problem. If you raised the ceiling but didn't fix the broken pipe, you'd spend $100,000 on the higher ceiling, but 2 weeks later, they'd have to raise it again. And again, and again, until you'd spend over $1 million on a ceiling raise or ceiling raises on a $100,000 home that's still full of crap. Right now, I'm sad to say, America is full of crap. The Republican chief coward, House Speaker John Boehner, just gave in to Obama again, as he always does, and got nothing in return, as he always does. It's as if this debate is actually a choreographed acting performance. The loser is America. You've been fed a load of crap. They're all lying to you, trying to distract you from the truth. The issue isn't the debt ceiling. That's only the result. The actual problem or issue is out of control government spending. In only 5 years, Obama has added $6.6 trillion to the national debt. Debt is like sewage. It's bad stuff. It carries disease. It stinks. It's a curse or a cancer upon whoever touches it. Here's what this so-called debt ceiling fight is really about. Government has a sewage leak. Raising the ceiling is a big mistake because no one is fixing the problem. The problem is stopping the raw sewage before it spreads fatal disease and causes a catastrophic epidemic that brings about an economic collapse. Debt has already destroyed the so-called pigs of Europe. Countries like Greece, Italy, Spain, Portugal, they're all drowning in debt. By raising our debt ceiling, we're making the exact same mistake, heading in the same direction. We are Greece, except much bigger. Debt will destroy us too, but our collapse will take the entire world down with us. The debt ceiling is a ticking time bomb, and each time we raise the debt ceiling, we're closer to the implosion. Raising the debt ceiling again proves that Obama is a failure. It proves that Obama is reckless and irresponsible. It proves that Obama is spending us into bankruptcy. It proves that Obama is once again, what a surprise, a liar. He claims to have cut spending, but the fact we're at the debt ceiling again proves we raised spending. It proves that even the infamous sequester that Obama claimed cut too much spending actually never cut enough. If we actually cut any substantial spending, why would we need to raise the debt ceiling? Obama and the media don't want you to ask that question. They need to distract you. No one cut spending. If anyone had actually cut spending, then why would we be out of money again? The politicians called a cut in the increase in spending a cut in spending. But it's not actually a cut in anything, it's just more spending. Or in this analogy of a house with a broken sewer pipe, it's just more sewage. What if your plumber allowed 50% more sewage to pour out of the pipe into your home, but told you that's much better than 100% more sewage? What if he bragged that he'd slowed the sewage leak into your house? Would that work? Or would your home still be destroyed by sewage, just a little slower? Would you want to sleep in a bedroom covered in 2 feet of raw sewage instead of 4 feet? Would you sleep soundly? Of course not, because that didn't solve the problem. That's what's happening to America. We are overloaded with crap, and our ceiling is going to soon explode and take the economy and your job with it. The very act of raising the debt ceiling means you're spending and printing too much money. You're in debt, and in a matter of months, you'll need to raise the roof again. The politicians tell us about all the threats to our country if we don't raise the ceiling. But the reality is the ultimate national security threat is out-of-control debt. Raising the ceiling doesn't solve the problem. It actually allows the problem to get worse. It encourages more spending, thereby more debt. It delays the inevitable, a massive debt crisis that causes the collapse of America. Obama, his socialist cabal, big government proponents, and the media, I know, I repeat myself, all have a vested interest in lying to you. They desperately need the reckless spending to continue so they can bribe their voters. That's how they stay in office, by perpetuating a massive Ponzi scheme. They desperately need more fake money printing to keep the spending going and the Ponzi scheme going. They desperately need to distract you from seeing the truth, that government spending is the problem, and the way to solve the problem isn't raising the ceiling, it's fixing the pipe How do we fix the pipe? We slow the spending. We cut government. We actually, get ready for this, drum roll please, must spend less than we take in. No one in the hysterical media has ever mentioned this simple alternative solution. Raising the ceiling is one way to go. Fixing the pipe is the other. Which one would you go with in your own home? Yes, folks, the debt ceiling is a pile of crap, and so is the entire Obama agenda. And if we don't act fast, so is the American dream. I'm Wayne Allen Root for Personal Liberty. God bless us and save us from the communists, socialists, liars, con men, and idiots running America into the ground. Bye-bye.